Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On hot7025fm.com.
This is Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner-takes-all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids, then join us for free popcorn Thursdays because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our newer, diverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM. Woo woo. Okay, we already got some folks in here. What's up? Everybody. Are we live? Yes, we are. The mic is hot. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Connie LV, and this is The Naked Truth. Welcome to another show of the March Madness. Yes, I am here today. I did a quick little drop. Maybe you caught me. Dropped a little infomercial about what the show's topic is going to be about today, because I had to run it back a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, what's up with the D, y'all? What's up with the D? The depression. Okay, but then I realized that a lot of a deep-seated, rooted negative energy comes from the P, power, the passion. And I know most people would be looking for me to say the purpose, but I'm going to say, who playing? Who playing in your face? Better yet, who playing with you in your face like you don't have the power? Let's get into it, y'all. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. Make sure you follow, copy, subscribe, like, share, have a conversation. Listen, but more so than anything, pay attention, because this is literally free counseling, okay? Because I don't know everything, but I do know what I'm talking about. So today, we already know it's Women's History Month. It's March Madness here in Las Vegas, and it is a beautiful sunny I want to say maybe about 82 degrees outside. Like it's really, really hot. So hot that the air just control is not working. Because I had a real good hot flash before I came in here trying to hide the new growth over here. But yeah, it is a real Naked Truth Day. It is a wig off Wednesday. And let me tell you something, women. You have to know your power, protect your passion, and stop entertaining people, places, things, individuals, shoes, clothes, anything that is compromising your energy. You understand me? Because I sit and I have conversations with women every single day. Every single day, I'm having a conversation. What's up, LV Posh Artistry? Shout out to our esthetician that's got me over here glowing. Yeah, but every day, and I think all beauty professionals will attest to this, we sit and we listen to our clients and listen to the stories and give those I wish a Negro would feedback or girl. But at the end of the day, that client does not have to you don't have to take that situation with you. Understand that we are where we are because we have passion. Okay, we love what we do. And the naked truth is I can only speak for me. I'm not talking about anybody. I always reference these shows to me. I'm talking to everybody, but I am talking literally about me. The passion behind the purpose is that I ultimately want anybody that I come in contact to be stimulated mentally, physically, emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Financially, from my presence, from my conversation, from my advice, from my style techniques, from my career choice. But every so often, we'll get somebody that'll slip through the crack, okay, and start playing in our face. And let me tell you something. I got my bifocals on today. So I'm not to be played with. I can see the numbers. I can see the screens. And I even got notes today. Okay, y'all. Once again, let's celebrate Women's History Month. And we are talking about power, passion, and stop letting folks play in your doggone face. So when I speak about this, it was funny because I had a lot of different angles that I was going to come from. But I definitely want to encourage all of my callers to call in. That's 702-551-5261 because I want to know if you guys relate to this. And although you are used to me having guests, I think I'm going to run this up maybe about a week or two because I want to know. I have questions for you. You know, I want to know, when did you realize that you actually had power or you didn't have power? I want to know, what are your passions now? Somebody asked me that, like, Connie, what are you passionate about? And it was a no-brainer for me because my passion is for me to be happy, because when I am not, everything is off. Okay? Like, please let me maintain a level of happiness. In order for me to be happy, there is a level of comfortability. You know what I'm saying? A level of space. So although it was one word, it definitely was a complex answer. Because in order for me to be happy, number one, you cannot smother me. Okay? You cannot make me be in an uncomfortable place in something that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? You cannot dismiss my care, level of care, my love, my attentiveness, and I respond with a positive energy. So yeah, I just want to know, what are you guys passionate about? And then let's be honest, have you ever had someone playing in your face pretending to support you while secretly doubting you? Let me get some hearts, some stars. Let me get some comments. Let me get some calls, 702-551-5261, because I hear a lot of people, and I'm just saying, everybody type all these subliminals and, you put all these texts and these posts, and then you have these sidebar conversations like, well, I think she was talking about me. Well, then ask her. Okay. In the great words of, what's Tony Braxton's boyfriend name? Birdman? No, that ain't who she go with. Birdman. Put some respect on it. Okay. Listen, if they playing with you, put some respect on it. Don't start having conversations with other people when you could literally have the conversation with the person that you think is coming for you or not standing on business about you, whether that be a coworker, whether that be a friend, you know what I'm saying, that doubts you, or how about even being in situations where we have partners that minimize us, okay? That people who clap back in public but question you in private. See, you have to protect your power and you have to feed your passion. And entertaining people with low energy, low vibration is compromising everything positive about the moment. And one thing we know, you can't get time back. So if you spend 15 minutes letting somebody play in your face and then took another 45 minutes trying to process that a nigga done played in your face, and then in the next hour don't have a conversation with that person, but literally call somebody else to tell somebody else about how the last hour somebody played in your face, the math just don't be mathing. You know what I'm saying? What is your purpose? What is your passion? What are you standing on? You know what I'm saying? What is the level of respect that folks have for you? I'm just out here wondering, you know what I'm saying? As I say it again, every day I'm saying it, menopause. Don't play with me. Because once I start talking to myself, because I don't call people and have conversation, it's enough people right here, okay, that I could be like, Connie, now she just tried to play you. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, I'm a person who is always going to see the potential. I'm always going to see the potential in everything and everybody. So sometimes I know that my worth is never a negotiation. And sometimes my numbers can seem a tad bit, it could be a little bit of a conversation with you, but it couldn't be a conversation with me because, number one, knowing your worth, even when the room forgets, is a level of power that I have, along with experience as well, especially in my career choice. So I don't have to negotiate with you about why I am where I am and how I am showing up. It's literally, you are going to come and assess that for yourself. And if you don't feel fulfilled or your cup, then have a conversation with me. Because one thing I'm always about is customer relations, customer service. But don't go talk shit about me and then it get back to me, because then this is going to be a whole nother conversation. You know what I'm saying? So as it's so funny because, like I said, I'm always investing in people and what they do. But sometimes I have to have that conversation with myself, and I got to run it back to January 1st, Connie, when the word was discipline. Have some discipline. Even when we in situations where we exchange services, when we barter, when we overextend, when we care too much, the resentment comes when the problem, which is the numbers. When I'm talking problem, I mean like math. The math problem is like 1 + 1 didn't equal 2, it equals 7. But they was like 1 + 1 = 2, but you done did 5 other things, so you on 7, but they still on 2 because everybody not moving like you. So now you got a problem with yourself because you have overextended yourself. So that's the one thing about me. I have to learn to have a little discipline and, practice what I preach. Basically, I get involved in a lot of different business, encounters. I have a lot of conversations. And That's one thing E always say, slow down, but it's like I can and I do. But then it gets to a point where it's like, I'm not, I won't, I can't. Okay. So past weekend here, I just felt as if I was showing up as my authentic self in a situation and I wasn't being reciprocated when I don't really think I even established in what ways I was showing up. I literally was just going all the way extra. And then I was like, I always have that conversation with myself, like, honey, don't go crazy. You got to sit back and chill out and see what it is. But see, the spirit gonna always tap me on my shoulder and let me understand characters that I'm dealing with, okay? Because I can't go to jail. Because I got something to do. I got to take that grandbaby to school every day at 7:00. I cannot get jailed, okay, and wait to be bonded out. So Spirit is always going to let me know when it's time for me to tap out. And I know this character was a character, but I always felt as if I can deal with people, putting myself in these situations. But once it was exposed that you were low down to another individual who you hadn't had the chance to get there with me yet, but there was a relationship that was seen like that you were like real. Be careful of people that's reeling you in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really realize that the people that's already on the hook back here, you get to conversate with them and you can see how the pattern of reeling them in, but you thought you was going to have me hooked up back there like that. It's not even a constant conversation. It's literally me just like tapping out and saving myself from a bunch of nonsense, But not everybody is against you, but everybody ain't for you. Everybody ain't for you growing, and everyone is not for you exceeding or excelling. Some women lose themselves trying to prove their power, and powerful women simply just stop entertaining the players. So, that's what I just say. If you're going to play, make sure you're playing to win. It's not a long conversation. You shouldn't have to keep trying to convince somebody that you're not a game, you're not a joke, you're not cheap, you're not stupid, you're not worthless. They should already pretty much know that because you stood on business, because it's not a long conversation. Trust me, because you already know who you can play with and who you cannot play with. Okay. But I want to ask some of my listeners some questions, and I encourage you all to call in at 702-551-5261. And I definitely want to talk about passion, because I think a lot of us are losing our passion. And as you see me do 1,000 different things, my passion is to not be the miserable women, people, humans that I come across. That I'm very passionate about, not sitting in no level of misery. I am passionate about being a fully able-bodied grown woman. So passion is how you see me posting and walking and creating, I'm hoping, inspirational moments for people. I'm hoping health and wellness. I'm hoping strategic marketing and just a whole glow up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm passionate about, is showing you that anything can be done. Everything is not all about all these processes. Sometimes it's literally just stepping out on faith or being amongst people who build you up. Hence is how I even got here in radio. I ain't never knew nothing about no radio, no mic. Like, I just always been running my mouth and talking and saying some stuff. Came on my friend Tasha's show, did a show, and then boom, look at me. Here I am. Now I had another show, boom. Don't even feel like being bothered with that shit. I'm right here. Okay, this is where I want to be. I don't care how big things get. Everything ain't always a good fit, So, understand what the passion is. I'm not passionate about being in media and having everybody look and dissect and try to figure out. That's not my passion. But what my passion is that I do have a platform. I do have some things to say, you know, and I notice that I repeat myself a lot when I'm behind that chair. So the passion I have to give information to other women and a few men that come across my way is that you can literally do anything, be anywhere, have any type of life you want, but you have to have your power and you have to have passion behind being in power. Okay? You need to know, what are you building? You know, what are you building right now? What is your interest? Me, health, peace of mind, priceless. I'm telling you, I see people single, happy, married, lonely, ugly, cute, mean, horrible. And it's just like, I just want to be able to be a light to some of these people. If you ugly, come get your hair done. I want you to know that you could be cute. If you sad, I want you to know I know a good joke. I can make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? If you bald, I got a piece of hair. Listen, if you can't achieve it, we gonna doggone weave it. But just make sure that you are having a level of purpose, a level of passion, definitely being authentically empowered of where you are sitting, where you are staying, and where you are going. Because I think a lot of people lose sight of what's ahead. And with that level of fear comes comfortability. With comfortability comes complacency. With complacency comes resentment, you know. And then hence we got these angry people, you know, like, you're so angry. And it's like, why? Oh, she this and he that. No, you literally are the person holding yourself back. You have the power to really be anything that you want to be at any given point. You know, and it was funny because I always want to make it light, you know, have a funny joke. And I think about all these colloquialisms as you get older and you hear people say things like, you don't believe fat meat greasy. You heard that before? What you think that mean? What y'all think that mean? Call in 702-551-5261. What do you think that old lady, old grandma said meant when she said, you don't think fat meat greasy? What you think that meant?
Maybe it's like you don't believe the truth. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay. See, I took that deeper.
What was it?
I think when your grandma told you, you don't
My grandma ain't told me that too, by the way.
Who told you?
I said never.
Oh.
Never.
Well, it was like an old saying.
Yeah, it's an old saying.
So I'm just saying, like, when somebody said, you don't think fat meat greasy, I think they meant don't become a hospice wife dating somebody that eat a bunch of high cholesterol.
All of that. Child. Connie.
Listen, this how my man work.
I know the lady who shot up Rihanna's house need to be in an institution. But Miss Connie is getting close. Because how would you get that from your fat meat greasy? You know?
You don't think fat meat greasy till you date a brother with high cholesterol. And now nothing works. Cause you didn't believe that fat meat
I see
greasy.
how it could
I
see how it could be taken that way. I see it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta dig deeper. You gotta analyze. You have to think about these things in every different context. Those old sayings. Give me an old saying.
It's like saying the sky's blue. Like, you know,
But why is the sky blue?
You see, the why isn't there. It's just saying the sky. Like, you don't believe the sky is blue when you look up and the sky is blue. It's just like saying, like, you don't believe what I'm telling you. Like, you don't believe the truth is the truth. What's in front of your eyes is what it is.
The sky is not blue unless you buy a body of water. The sky is a reflective of what's going on the ground.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure it's not cumulus nimbus clouds together?
Who makes
creating
those?
Child, that's a different show. Because how about I saw a cloud making?
You don't believe fat meat greasy.
Let's talk about how I saw a cloud making machine on the way to Seattle, Washington.
Hello.
And I swear I turned around and that it was gone.
Hello. Okay, if you done lived in
Wonder
Vegas
why it rained so
and
much.
you heard a spaceship and you looked up and you didn't see nothing but clouds and your whole house was rocking, but you couldn't see nothing but clouds.
Listen, we have a telescope. My nephew be playing with it when he comes over. Man,
You not crazy.
I'm not.
You might be blind,
and
Ray,
he isn't either because
but
he
you
was
ain't
like,
crazy.
wait, he's like TT, it's a UFO.
Period.
Period. That's exact. And I'm like, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah.
Listen.
Because what? Yes.
Listen here. You don't believe that fat meat is greasy until you got a brother with high cholesterol getting on your damn nerves. It will be the end of the be all. Okay? And brothers, don't come for me. Talk about all you want to do. This is my show. Okay? The naked truth is I'm a woman. All I could do is speak for a woman. And I'm telling you, what you say is the retrograde.
It's definitely Mercury retrograde.
Explain what that means to these non-believers.
It just kind of, I think it has to do with the moon alignment.
What it means is these wolves, okay? These werewolves, it's twilight.
So right now it's February 26th through March 20th.
Okay.
Is the retrograde. And it impacts Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. And it basically...
Here they come too. Them doggone
It's
Aries.
favoring action with career expansion with a Taurus. My husband's a Taurus. Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces are also receiving significant positive forecasts for finance, relationships, or personal growth, depending on the astrologer and specific, life area.
Okay, so let me break that down for y'all. Twilight, the werewolves and the vampires is outside. Who you going with?
I don't think that's what this retrograde is, because there are retrogrades where it impacts your like people from your past will come.
Well, here he come. He didn't call me the other day. Aries, stay away from me. I don't know something about these Aries and the Capricorn, but you know what? I got you know what? I had got checked like, oh, you should be like a little puppy. So I said, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, hi. Now I ain't saying you like. Let me go back to the subject,
please, because we need the details.
Yeah, no, no, because that's another thing. People playing in your face. I never knew that you knew. You ever wonder how somebody know everything, but social media would tell you everything. Who looking at you, who liking, who sharing. But I ain't never seen no context of digital assets, you know what I'm saying, transferring, you bigging up or nothing. But you can call in, check on, and mention what's going on with me. And I didn't even know you had privy to it. Like, oh, really? Because it wasn't like the show. It was something else. And I was like, I didn't even know you do that. Yeah, I know this and I know that. And I'm just like,
I had to block a couple burner pages a couple weeks ago because people have burner pages and they try to act like I don't even know social media. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Because I saw that and I'm like, where's all these people? And I was thinking like, okay, maybe it came from having certain guests on and, the reels are getting bigger. But I'm just like, are you playing in my face? Okay. Or are you truly, you know what I'm saying, a part of the team? That part. But yeah. It's women's history, but let's talk about her story, okay? Her story is that power is I want to break that down because I said power, passion, and plan. So I don't want to keep going too much on the plan because I always say I'm not rooted in the problem. I'm rooted in the solution. Because the fact that we think you playing means that's already the problem. Well, I don't got to figure out why you're playing, how you're playing. I really just know you're playing. So once I know that the problem is that one word, now we got to root ourselves in the solution. So how are we moving? How are we gaining our independence? How are we standing on our business? How are we pushing forward in our own manners? Okay, first of all, it's not arguing. It's not trying to convince people who we are. You know, somebody was like, oh, I see you around here shaking your butt on the camera, but there's literally people who can't move at all. Okay, so thank you. I'm so glad my hips and legs work, you know, and my feet because they bother me. And I definitely, being a bone injury patient 2 times on the same leg, fibula, ankle, hip, knee, like people be like, oh, I'm gonna be twerking. I am so excited that my knee will bend that I could break it down and do a squat because it was a point where I couldn't even get up and off the doggone toilet. Like my hip was messed up. So, you know, you got to understand where people coming from and where they're going. But honestly, the people don't have to accept that you even understand their processes. What I will tell you is just keep authentically doing you. You know, I'm involved in this whole wellness hula hoop thing, listening to somebody else's passion. I created that whole group for somebody else who had passion. And I see somewhere somebody talked you out of it. And I really hate that for you because it's really a successful journey now. I never meant to be an aerobic person or be out here even with this level of anything because everybody know I like pancakes. But now I feel more comfortable eating pancakes because I work out more because I do the hula hoop class. So, you know, good looking on that. And that's getting bigger and bigger. Lord have mercy. I thought y'all was going to have me out here looking fine, but it seemed like I'm starting to eat more. So I don't know. Maybe it's going to just kind of stay where we at, you know, almost like your hair is growing from a perm and then you flat iron it every day and you got to get your ends clipped. So you always stay at the same length.
I can't relate.
You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, that's just where I'm at in this process, you know? It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But, you know, it's just going to even out for me some kind of way. But shout out to a few other collaborations. I know Miss C. Moss. I got to get with Miss C. Moss. She keep texting me, y'all, who want to retreat? She wants to do a women's retreat. I got a few other people. I'm just like, everybody call and put this stuff on me. So I'm here for the collaborations. I'm coming with a hula hoop and some whiskey. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We could add a little therapist up in there, some vitamins, some well, we got Miss C. Moss. So she coming with the ginger shots. She coming with the sea moss water, sea moss gel, ginger shots. I got the hula hoop and the whiskey. Tia got the facial. What's the name? Leah's got the body sculpting. You know, we got to add a few more things in here because ultimately, when you find a wellness circle, when you find women who are vested on investing in their businesses and creating a healthier community, those are the people. I hate to say it, beware of the brunchers, you know?
Elaborate.
Beware of the brunchers, you know?
The people who go to brunch every Sunday, you're saying?
Yeah, like, I didn't say the people that go to, just sometimes the brunchers is not always a healthy mind stimulating crowd, you know? So just make sure that you're not Okay, let me break that down because I don't want nobody come.
Are we
for me.
talking about like turn up brunch every week type of thing? I can't.
And you got family,
I completely agree with
that. You
that.
work 40 hours a week. You never with your kids. This your one day off, and you go spend money that you really don't have to go to these places and spend the whole day, spend extra money, and not. You know what I'm saying? Invest in the family dynamic, invest in the house, invest in yourself. You know? And it's kind of like you never get a reset.
Mm-hmm. I did have a every Sunday brunch, but I was probably from 27 to like 31. I mean, because I was a turn up every weekend, every day.
I'm talking about me, not y'all.
But I made a whole lot of money, and so did all my friends. So it was never a point where it was like, you know.
No,
but I'm saying it. So it wasn't there was no Debbie Downer in the group. Everybody was still elevating. Everybody was still, you know, whether they were getting an extra degree or leveling up on their, you know, executive position. It was still going because there was no one who was on a lower level. And I think that that's what happens when you have certain friends. You can't have broke friends and you trying to be.
And I don't even want to say it's about
it
money.
is because it's your mindset. And I'm not saying you have to be wealthy. I'm saying you have to be careful of what your finances are. I don't think that you need to be rich and wealthy. I think that if I'm going to be on a level with you, I have to understand that you are focused on taking yourself to the next level. Yes, you want to have a good time, but I already know, I know Connie, she about to do this in order to get here.
I say if you are in business, a brunch makes sense. And I'm not saying even about the money. I'm saying make sure the brunch people know that you are about business. Come with your little keepsakes. You know what I'm saying? Pass out stuff because I literally let's do the Vegas brunch gang. Like, oh my God, years when that first started, I had so much fun in that group. But I was single. You know, I didn't have. I'm still single, but I don't think I had the level of responsibility. So now it's like even the brunch came up and it was a sugar factory. And I'm like, oh, I got a 16-year-old granddaughter now. And I got my other 15-year-old play grandbaby. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to go out. You know, I want to spend a day with y'all, you know? And then I was just thinking I still went to the same restaurant, you know?
But your priorities are different.
So that's what I'm saying, you know? So it wasn't that I couldn't afford it or didn't. I just, like you said, my priorities is different. But most of the people who are looking for this, oh, I need a break. I just got to turn up. I got to, you know what I'm saying? It's just.
They're not in the mindset of peace. They're in the mindset of, I need to escape.
Yeah. And that's what, you know what? I seen somebody that it was like, all right, you've been in survival mode too long. You know, a lot of people are still in survival mode and don't know that they already survived. Like you creating another warfare with yourself, you know? I don't know. But I ain't coming for nobody at no brunch, girl. Eat up, do whatever. But don't eat and then keep talking about your weight. Don't brunch and then talk about the money. Don't go away and not invest in the kids and then come home hollering at the kids because they didn't have priorities together because you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Align your task and responsibilities, you know? So I ain't coming for nobody. I'm talking about me. That's what I'm saying. Like, Connie, you could go out of town, but you better make sure you home Monday morning about 7:30 so you can take that grandbaby to school.
I do have a question for you. It's been on my mind for a couple of weeks. It has nothing to do with you.
What?
But I've really been feeling some type of way of all of these women empowerment brunches. I've been feeling some type of way about it. It's too much.
It's too much.
Am I tripping or is it too much? I really want to know because I'm really concerned.
So I would say
and I have no desire.
Listen, I would say so. And I'm not coming for nobody because I get invited to all different crowds. And I went to one crowd and it was like sometimes we got to really understand where we at and who we dealing with because it is a lot of witchcraft out here. You know what I'm saying? So I went to a brunch that was real.
Say it, Connie. We don't know. You want to mute your mic so you can say it?
Namye Renge Kona.
Okay, so but was it a sound bath? Like what was it?
What it was a release of energies, but I'm saying we're not outside. We're in a low vaulted ceiling space. So when all these bad energies is out and bouncing around and slapping, you know what I'm saying? How do I know it?
Use that the Pearson Center.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to deal with some things over here on my own, and here you are releasing something, and then next thing I know, my sinuses bother me. In
that circumstance, they should have like done a protection thing first, and then a release, and then they should have opened the doors.
Listen, all I know is in 2.5 seconds I felt violent. Like it was people
you have to
releasing
project your
trauma.
energy. But how was that witchcraft?
No, I'm just saying, who is the shaman? How do I know that you qualify for this position? Mm-hmm. And this is like, me, I'm just buzzing and bees all through town, like, you know what I'm saying, the mother queen bee, and they're like, Connie, come, my darling, take your shoes off. And I'm like, oh, okay, I done in my Patti LaBelle mode. I like to perform with my shoes off anyway. Get comfortable. And then next thing I know, it was some smoke coming. I'm like, girl, what the hell?
Was it sage?
Listen.
It's giving extra, Miss Connie.
No, I'm trying not to say so much.
Did I already say where it was? But listen.
And I was just like, girl, what the heck is going on? Okay.
I definitely feel what you say, what you're saying with that. With me sponsoring like community yoga since 2018, it's like selecting a yoga instructor and a sound bath person who I know they have great energy, mm-hmm. their intentions are well, they, like it's been interesting because I have to like literally not select this other person over and over again. Listen. And because I don't feel like their energy might be the best, right?
Listen. Yes.
So I think you have discernment. You know.
Yeah, I
and
do.
If you get in that type of situation, you learn how to protect. I learned how to put a bubble around myself. I learned how to meditate and put a bubble around myself to protect my energy. So I would have done that and then quietly, and I said that with my southern accent, quietly. Okay.
Well, it's time to go.
Quietly just, and you know what? I'll dip.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I don't feel any guilt about leaving certain situations when my energy tells me, hey, it's time to go.
Listen.
Use your discernment.
Isn't loud, okay? Power is clarity. The moment that you stop explaining to yourself and you stop shrinking to make people feel comfortable, like you said, and being able to leave the room when it's time to, that's when you realize, I got the power. Ooh, 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 I got the power. Okay. I just want y'all to let that soak in. Got it. You got the power. No, it sounds funny, but this is real. I'm just like, I'm really changing, I'm still pretty violent, but I'm not as volatile.
Violent is crazy.
It is, but I really am.
Why?
I just always have been. And I thought it had subdued. But I just found out recently that I'm like
you be putting your hands on people? We gonna pray for you.
Please. But make sure.
Let's release this negative energy.
No, I'm telling you, that's why I'm just like, don't play with me. Because I am going to win.
I think for me, like I don't really have an in-between. If I get to 100, get me out of jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm very calm and just very yeah, if I get close, if I get to 90.
And I think, yeah, it's just hearing I just hear so many different situations where I have zero tolerance. Like my level of tolerance is a negative.
I don't know. Maybe I have like let. You know what? My husband's reading this book by Mel Robbins. Let Them.
Oh, okay. Mel Robbins is a good actor. I mean, good writer too.
So I need to read it next, but he's reading it now, and I think essentially it's about just hey, so and so do that. Just let them.
Yeah.
And just free yourself from any ties to what decision they decided to make.
Yes.
And I think that's important.
Definitely.
And maybe I've always been like that. So it kind of released me from getting too angry about certain things.
I don't get angry either.
You just get violent.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm so happy and friendly until I'm not. And it's like, why, and it's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, but I see that people who are used to being in domestic disturbing situations, they have a higher threshold for nonsense. I don't.
I've never
if I put on an outfit and it look crazy, I'm not putting it back in the closet. If I put on a shoe and it hurt my foot, I'm not putting it back on. If this relationship does not work for me and does not put me in a healthy place, I am not going to continue to pursue the relationship.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
So it's like,
but I don't think that should make you be angry.
No, I'm saying when you keep dealing with people, like I don't have any of these problems. Like I literally don't have. Only problem I have is with the edge cream caking up around my hairline and trying to take it out. Like I don't have no problems.
Yeah, I think that realistically, when you decide to get in a relationship with people, you can have your own boundaries of what you think is important to you, and then what you will give grace for, and allow what type of mistakes. Like those are your own things that you decide. But at the same time, you can't expect for you to get in a relationship and everything is 100% smooth. It's unrealistic.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that you think that.
You think what?
You think that.
What?
Like somebody make you mad about some spaghetti you cooked. You done.
Yeah.
I know. That's not how it works, Connie.
For you though.
No, that's not how it works.
Listen, I'm not long suffering. And I tell you, that's what happened to my one friend. He called me threw that food in the garbage because I was rushing and cooking, and he was like, don't make me no food without love. And I was like, I gotta go. Like, what's happening? And he like threw it in the garbage just because.
Like my husband, every time he cooks, he's like, I made this with love, or me or him. I'll put a little note on his lunch and put made with love. Because that's what he desires. What's wrong with him saying
that's
that?
That's your husband, though. That
I'm
works.
saying, but this man's trying to be your husband.
I don't want that, though. I don't. You're trying to convince me of it, and I don't want it.
Any therapists out there, reach out.
Please do something, because I'm telling you now, there is no relationship that I treasure more than the one with myself.
Of course you should. That should be the first one that takes precedence.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you can't allow another person to love you.
No, I have people that love me.
No,
I love you guys
about your granddaughter, your sons.
I know I haven't said it in a long time. I was a serial dater, but no, because I don't. You know what?
But we're talking about them loving you, not you loving them. That's a whole different. That's a whole show. We need to. You know what? I need to interview you. Let's talk about that.
What?
Love. Connie looking for love.
No, that's what my baby daddy said. He said, Connie ain't that. My mother said, you and Treese about to get married. He said, Connie don't want to be in no type of relationship. That man been dealing with me 37 years.
But is that because you're dodging? Is that because you're dodging being hurt?
No.
What is it?
I have literally been the worst person in all my relationships. I'm cognizant of this. Yeah, no, I don't have those bad experiences with men. Like I have low tolerance, so it's a wrap.
I used to have that.
Yeah.
One time I think I told you about this one. I'm on a date. Dude ordered salmon. I ain't never seen him again. I was like, that's how my tolerance level was at one point. I was like, I know you fucking lying. Not the L, child.
That was the power. You had the power.
I
to
got
turn
the power
it on
still,
or off.
but
right.
I realized what I could, because he might have been a catch. What I realized it could have been, I could have just said after he ordered, you know,
salmon.
I could have just said that. Instead, I was just like, "Nah, we good."
Yeah, because you could have let him go with salmon. Now, if he had said, "Can I get some horse divers?"
We're talking about the level of patience that we had.
I know.
I didn't have none then, and that was for like 6-7 years straight. I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah,
I did not have the patience.
yeah. Now,
I literally had to go to therapy to learn how to give grace, because child was not a grace giver.
I probably could work on that.
I really did. I'm very serious. I had to learn how to give grace.
a shout out to your therapist.
Shout out to my therapist.
Oh, it's private. You don't
No.
want to say her name?
No.
Just to promote her
I have two
business.
therapists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I sent you one of them.
What? Let me tell you something.
Shout out to Sharon, though. That's my therapist.
Okay. Shout out to you, Sharon. Okay.
And then shout out to my marriage and family therapist too, because she's really good. Okay.
What?
Yes.
What made her good?
She was just able to push buttons, find out information, and men don't like to talk. Like, they're not used to explaining childhood situations. Or
you and your husband went to it?
Yeah, this is
okay.
I'm talking about now our marriage and family therapist.
Oh, okay.
Because we have two separate therapists.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah, I probably do.
Because child, we would not be where we are.
I know, because girl, follow up on her appointment, Sharon. Did she miss it?
No, Sharon is my individual therapist.
Follow up. All of them. Okay.
why we got to follow
I'm just waiting. Listen.
We smooth sailing over here.
No, you are.
But I'm saying learning grace, that was necessary to go to both of those sessions and to sit in on his session.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's very interesting learning about someone you don't know, you haven't known for 40 years.
And I think it's interesting too to allow somebody to speak and hear the whole story. You know, because sometimes we can be so passionate about what we have to say that we don't allow a person to get everything out that they need to say.
No, I think with women, we'll talk.
Right.
Men, they're not used to talking. You know, they're especially if they're athletes. Like my husband play basketball, you know, so they're like, you get hurt, get up, keep it moving. Like, we don't need to talk about what's going on. Like, keep it moving, you know. So that's, you know, those are things that you know had to be uncovered. So yeah, go to therapy, y'all.
Yeah, go to therapy. Listen,
Connie.
Or, I heard that. Listen, summary, okay? Content, purposes. Start here and create a reel for yourself. Play it back. Power is when a woman knows exactly who she is. Passion is the fire that keeps her building the life that she loves. But the last one playing, we ain't never gonna let nobody play with our power or question who we are. And we're going to unpack all of this in the next week or so too. Follow up on relationships, friendships, and business. And those moments when your intuition whispers something ain't right. Stand on business for yourself, okay? Please understand that power, passion, and plan. Protect your power, feed your passion. Don't entertain negative energy. And listen, if you forget, make sure you copy, follow, share, subscribe, because you can hear this over and over and over again. If you just click repeat on YouTube and create a clip and a little sound bite, you could just keep hearing my voice over and over and over again. Girl, get your mind right. Let me tell you something. Stand on business. Because if you don't handle the P, you're going to end up with the D. Depression. Okay.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.